Since MGM is still trying to recover from their bankruptcy issues, they're reaching deep into their vault of archives for this one. Based on the 1976 slasher horror murder mystery film, which was based on a true story, the trumpet killing mouth breather, also known as the Texarkana Phantom, a series of 5 brutal murders that took place in 1946, where the serial killer was never captured. Almost a serial killer before his time, before Ed Gein, before any icon to pattern himself after, other than maybe Jack the Ripper. But let's face it, he probably didn't know about Jack the Ripper. This was coming right out of the World War II era. MGM's planned reboots of Carrie, Hercules. They have no money to buy new franchises, so the rumor is that the report is from Variety is that they're looking to hire a writer that's interested in remake and rebooting the 1976 film, which is basically plays out like every other investigational. This was before the Zodiac Killer, you gotta remember too. And he almost has the knapsack to look like the Zodiac Killer. And it's just a bunch of cowboy cops, sheriff worthless chatter of the investigation because they never find the killer. You think it would be a good story, but it's just like this. Why I didn't like the Zodiac Killer. There's no payoff at the end. But if you're watching it for the Wild West theme, there's a shootout at the end of it, Jesse James style, where the mouth breather is trying to hop a train and he ends up running away in the swamps. The case, like I was saying, he's got the white sugar sack on his head like Jason Voorhees from Part 2. I think he did most of his killings with a gun, but in this they make him use a variety of weapons. And I really love the soundtrack might not rival Halloween, but the dark scenes where he's a serial killer at night, they're more graphic and darker tone. Think about it, it came out 2 years before Halloween. It's pretty scary. If you're a kid, it's pretty scary, and they have it at night, I gotta imagine. They believe it, and they believe the whole time they believe his normals were abnormal sex drive. And then they do like a narrative throughout, and you could tell it was completely inspired. That if Texas Chainsaw wouldn't have been so popular, this movie probably would have never been made. And you could tell that it has the Texas Chainsaw narrative style throughout, where they introduce all the different incidences of him killing the people. And it's got like an in the heat of the night investigative cowboy worthless chatter type feel, law and order, diagnosis, murder. So yeah, that's what you could expect. It's in the early stages of development as of late 2012, so it remains to be seen who's going to be interested. So I'll write when they hire a writer and director for this picture. The original was filmed in and around Texarkana, Arkansas. I gotta imagine that if they're gonna do it, they gotta go back and film it there again. It's a good story to tell, and they seem to capture good horror moments for 1976, even better than Class Reunion Massacre. Another one of Dustin Keckler, who's the king of trash cinema. It's another one of his favorites. Anyway, check out the mouth breather. This was JBM from VillainNews. I'm out.